Hey, Marvel Snap players. I'm Handrik Drawson, and here with another really exciting deck. Yesterday, we saw a buff to Invisible Woman, who went from 2 power to 3 power. Generally, seems like a very small change, except in one specific deck, and that is the Cerebro 3 deck. So Invisible Woman, of course, would have fit in a Cerebro 2 deck before, now is in Cerebro 3. Both are good decks, but the important thing is that the Invisible Woman's synergy is really with other 3 power cards. So I'm thinking about Shadow King, Shang-Chi, Valkyrie, Killmonger, even Cerebro itself. Those are all cards that we want to be hiding until the end of the game, that we want to reveal on the last turn to hit our opponent's biggest cards and surprise our opponent with some big power changes at the end. And we had really great results with this deck. I think it's a lot of fun. There's really great gameplay around this. A couple of surprising interactions between cards, but we ended up having a really good time and doing pretty well on the ladder, which you'll get to see right after this. So enjoy the games, and we enjoyed the new Invisible Woman Trash Panda bundle. Okay. We don't really care about the Wasp. Nice on the Magic. We can hold the Bast until after we play the Magic. And we can play Magic on 2. And again, I think we're going to play Magic right because, oh, you know what? This actually is a problem for us because our Cerebro will buff Magic. So maybe we want to play Bast first. Yeah, I think we do. I almost didn't catch that. Seasoned Cerebro players will cringe that I almost missed that. Okay, great. And we are very happy to disrupt Mindscape. Do we go ahead and play Wasp? This means we'll probably play Invisible Woman right, and maybe Invisible Woman Luke Cage. Which is pretty good, because they're going to be doing the Affliction stuff, so we want a hidden Luke Cage. Yeah, this is great. Okay, the question is, do we Killmonger early? We could do something like this. Gets rid of our Bast, but gets rid of both of these and prevents Misty from continuing to buff. Yeah, particularly because we would love to Valkyrie a Hulk, and the ongoing for Hulk, we reduce the incentive for them to keep floating energy. So I think we do. We go ahead and just play the Killmonger. Stop the buffs. Okay, we don't mind that. And we got our Shang-Chi. Do we go ahead and hide our Shang-Chi right? Because we can always Valkyrie on the last turn to surprise somewhere else. You know, alternatively, we could play Shang-Chi but not our Luke Cage. We could hold Luke. Because I hate to fill up right this early. We could also play the Luke Cage out somewhere else. We have so much energy, so I think we're okay to float. Okay, we don't mind any of that. They are still floating, so they are definitely still buffing that Hulk up. And wherever the Hulk lane is going to be tough for us. So I think let's go ahead and play both of these. Next turn we will have 8 mana, so if we draw Cerebro, we could play it and the Valkyrie. And I think that's the best we can do. Okay, so we cannot beat this Hulk, but we can play our Valkyrie Cerebro, and I think that we're still going to win this. Lucky draw with the Cerebro there. Feel great about that. We're giving up mid.
It's clobbering time!
And we won this. The Hidden Luke for the win. You know, an interesting thing is that we didn't even need the Luke, really. Oh, we actually did. I didn't realize that Cyclops would go off after that. But there we go, Luke Cage takes it. Why is only our magic... Oh. The seasoned Cerebro players are really sweating that one. Our magic was buffed, and then we debuffed it with our Bast. So it was at 5 power. We took it back to 3, which meant that Luke Cage pushes it up to 5 again. And that is a rookie mistake. I totally missed it. Luckily, we still won. We had plenty of power. The Cerebro was gravy there. But I've got to... That's the second time while I've been playing with this deck that same mistake has gotten me, and I got to do a better job looking out for that. Okay, Tinkerer's Workshop, but we still don't have anything to play. Got Cerebro in hand. Great. Zabu on 1. That's tough. Wow. Tinkerer's Workshop and Project Pegasus. This is wild. So we could put out Mystique Cerebro. We'd rather hit them with a Bast. I think we definitely want to save our Shang-Chi. Just play our magic. Maybe we play it right. I think there's a lot of locations that will really mess up Cerebro, and we'd pretty much always rather have Limbo than something that buffs us or something that negates us. So I think we go ahead and play Killmonger here to get rid of the Quinjet since they've already Moon-Girled. Have to imagine that we're looking at, well, I don't know with Zabu. I'm not sure what this deck is. I expect a She-Hulk anytime I'm seeing a Moon Girl. Iron Lad got Darkhawk. Wow. Okay, so that's a great Shang-Chi target. Do we play that now, or do we just play Cerebro now? We know the Darkhawk is going to come down, and probably it won't be right. I think we go ahead and play this, and then, no. Valkyrie won't work on Darkhawk. Because our other play is just to play Cerebro, and then we need to play Mystique next turn. We can play Mystique Sentinel, that's okay. And then we're saving Shang-Chi for turn 6 or 7. It's better. Oh wow, double lad. Makes sense. And it's a cord. So we can play Mystique. Maybe we play Mystique left. We're going to destroy this Iron Lad. They probably won't commit a lot more power over here. So we can Mystique the Cerebro, play Invisible Woman. Our Shang-Chi can go right. Our Valkyrie can go left. Both of them with a Sentinel mid if we want. I think that's going to be great. All right, we got a Korg. There's the Darkhawk. We're going to draw 2 more cards, so Darkhawk will be 8 power. So I think the question for us is, every time we play mid, we're adding 7. So we're going to get this up to 21. I actually think this is pretty good. Do we need more power left, though? When we play this, we'll hit 14. We'll be knocking them down 2 power as it stands. But without any ongoings or buffs, they're going to end up at 12 to our 14. So yeah, I think we should be playing mid right now. If we draw another rock, we could play double rock to the left. Wow. Double Mystique. So unfortunately, this is underneath our Shang-Chi threshold. If they play Rock Slide, though, these each go to 12. And so now if we do something like this, we're going to be at 21. We subtract 3, we add 3, we add 1. So we're adding 1 to their side, making this 17. And on our side, we have 21. But if they played the Rock Slide left, that makes the Darkhawk big enough to beat us. And they also will win left. Although they go first, so the Rock Slide will only be +3. So I actually think this is enough for us to win. No, because they get +4 from the Mystique. We can't shrink their power here. So I think a Rock Slide left is going to beat us. Oh, they played mid. Oh, Dr. Doom. Interesting. We're safe with that, I think. Yep, that was more than enough. Really surprised by Dr. Doom there. But a good game. Okay, we drew our Cerebro. We've got Super Flow. Nothing to play yet. We do have Luke Cage in this list, helpful because there's so much high evolutionary running around right now. Amazing. There's our Invisible Woman. All right, Bishop. So we're likely looking at a bounce deck over here. They haven't drawn Kitty Pryde yet, I guess. So let's just... We're going to hate to hold again next turn. I guess what we can do, because we know the Bishop's here, we can play the Shadow King mid. And that's going to reset Bishop at the end of the game, which is just amazing. That's one of the key things that makes this deck, like makes this change to Invisible Woman so interesting. Okay, great. Magic works perfectly for us. We get our Cerebro and our Mystique buffed. They got us with the Enchantress. Not the end of the world. We got a quick hit on the bishop. Quite as big as it could have been. Okay, so we could play Mystique, Cerebro and Mystique here. And they've already played their Enchantress, so they're not going to disrupt that. It's going to make all of our 3 costs into 7s. I think that that's okay. I don't think that we need to worry too much about the Enchantress. One question is, we're going to want to play the Valkyrie on top of the Wasp, and maybe the Bishop, because we Shadow Kinged so early, is one that we're going to want to Valkyrie. Or maybe we're going to want to play right. Maybe we think we're just going to get big enough mid. But either way, we want a place where we can play both Wasp and Valkyrie. So I think it's worth us getting rid of the Superflow. We don't need more energy now, and so this gives us way more options. Yep. Oh, interesting. Storming the Limbo.
My hand.
That's a little early. If they had done that next turn, they might have gotten a little more out of us. Unfortunately, we have priority here. And so I think our best bet is going to be this. Now, if they can play 4 cards and add more than 14 power left, then they're going to buff up their bishop to be bigger than our side, and they'll win left. So they can win mid and left. And what does that take? Let's say a Mysterio, 0/0/4, a Hitmonkey, that's going to be 6. They have Sarah and Zabu out, so they can play a lot of power. This definitely wins us right. The question is, maybe we need to Valkyrie right and then Wasp elsewhere, but Wasp is not good enough if it's not getting Valkyried. So I think this is our best bet, and we just have to worry about them beating us left. That looks pretty good. We know they don't have an Enchantress. A Nova is a great news. We don't mind Shang-Chi. Killmonger's a little bit tough. Yeah, but we take that. That's great.
Victory!
Okay, Bast is nice for Luke Cage and Wasp, but we definitely are not in a rush to play that. These locations aren't bad for us so far, so we'll take that. Shadow King works great on Sunspot, so happy to have that already in hand. And I think we wait one more turn for Bast. It's pretty greedy. So we definitely don't want to play our Wasp right. We can magic right anyway. It's a lot of floating, so Shadow King on Sunspot's great. We can go ahead and do both of those left. We love that. Yeah, this is a high evolution deck, not surprised by that. And we got to be looking out for Hulks. So there's our She-Hulk. Valkyrie could help us take care of. We don't want to play our Wasp right. So let's stick with magic. Although maybe, you know, they're planning to play their big Hulk here and get the +3 power. And it's going to be pretty hard for us to come back from. We want to play Valkyrie right. So we definitely want to put magic down. Question is, do we want to get rid of DC or Baxter Building? I think we want to get rid of Baxter Building. Okay, so we love the Valkyrie right on the last turn. And we can do Shadow King over here, Cerebro here. And so Valkyrie is going to buff that up. This is great. And we actually don't need the Wasp to get buffed by Valkyrie because it already got buffed by Bast. I think we've got their number with a Cerebro down. So I think we can snap here. Vision's pretty big. Wasp we don't care about. Cerebro's great. Killmonger is cool, but we don't care about getting rid of Sunspot. It's already going to 0. All right, so when we Valkyrie here, they're going to have 12, and we're going to have 15, because these will each be a 5, so that's enough there. We do want 20 over here, and we might as well take 10 in the middle. So I think that, you know, our Wasp is not in DC. We did not debuff anything, I don't think. I think that we're safe. There's that Hulk. This worked out great. Exactly as we planned. Good game.
Victory.
All right. No need to rush on playing the Wasp. Death's Domain is tough. We have our magic, so we can magic that. So I think we play Invisible Woman right. And if it's a bad location, we're in trouble, but I don't think we have any other way to deal with Death's Domain except for magic. So if we've got two bad locations, we're gonna be stuck. Maybe we just don't play Invisible Woman yet. I think that might be right. Killmonger would be great. Shadow King also helps us over here. Okay, we don't mind Atlantis. We're going to have multiple cards. And we can get away with our Invisible Woman. We're going to immediately undo the Scorpion with the Bast. So that's great. We can even do Bast, Killmonger. And this is going perfect for us, so I think we snap.
Snap!
Get rid of their Misty, we get rid of their Sunspot. Okay, no problem on that. Well, I suppose some problem if we don't get our Luke Cage. It's going to mean we don't get the Invisible Woman buffed. But I guess that's not the end of the world. Cyclops does go off after... No. Okay, so this is a great Valkyrie play. We love to see that. If we could Shang-Chi their Hulk, that would be really exciting. Okay, so I think they probably are going to play Hulk left. We can Cerebro mid and Wasp mid. We're only adding 5 power. That's not going to help us. I think we need to Wasp right. I wish that I could have the Cerebro get hit by a Valkyrie, but can't do that. But maybe this is right anyway. Abandon mid. This is going to be 10 power. We're really counting on the fact that we're going to be able to destroy whatever they put there, which I think is a pretty safe assumption. What do we have here? We're only going to have 10 to their 12 if we don't put something here. So this is 15 to 12. I think this is right. We just have to hope, yep, if they play the big Hulk left, just like that. Get the Shang-Chi off. Valkyrie, we love to see. Great work.